I joined a group buy for the Glorious Model D in August 2022, and finally in April 2023, the mouse was delivered after 9 months. I used the Model D in the past and I really liked its shape. So seeing this mouse, which is lighter than the Logitech G Pro X Superlight and has my favorite Miami pink blue color, was exciting. Which was the reason that I withstood Glorious multiple delays of shipping the mouse, but when I got it, I was disappointed as I expected to be perfect after months of resolving quality control problem. This is very unfortunate because I like how the mouse looks and its coating feels great immediately when picked up. In the box, we have the range extender for the Bluetooth dongle. The mouse can work in both wired and wireless, so they included a flexible paracord USB-C cable. There are additional skates, but from my previous experience, they don't make the mouse feel different. I gave the Model D to my dad and has been using the GPX Superlight for half a year, but when I switched to this mouse, it felt so natural to me and I did not take any time to get used to. The mouse is just a bit taller than the Superlight, but its shape fits more to my palm and it is very comfortable to hold. Its weight is just 58 grams, which is 5 grams lighter than the Superlight, so it is quite noticeable. The coating is sandy matte, and this keeps the mouse from being slippery like the original Model D or Superlight. You can hear the sound when I run my nail on the surface. Here you can see the height difference between the two mice. The DP adds extra support to the left side, so when I hold it, it feels the gap between the palm and the shell more than the GPX. To change the settings on the mouse, you need to get Glorious Core. The step for DPI is 50, so we can set it as 500 or 550, but I just stick to 500. I am a palm grip player, so tall mice like this provide me with good support and I don't have to squeeze the mouse to hold it. If you are already using the Model D, then you would like the DP even more because of the weight reduction. When I used the D, sometimes I felt the thumb was slipped, but the surface of the DP was just great. I had no problem with my fingers stay in place, which sounds very weird, but you get the idea. Overall, I like the DP as it is difficult to find a sub 60 gram mouse for palm grip. However, I will return it because of quality control. First is the Glorious Core software. It does not fit the screen of my monitor, so I could not save the settings to the mouse. The only solution for this is rotating the screen 90 degrees to see the button. The software is still in beta, so hopefully this gets fixed. Then we have many problems with the mouse appearance. By just quickly glancing at it, you can see how crooked the scroll wheel is. I prefer this scroll wheel to the GPX because it is very silent, but it is so crooked that it nearly touches the left button and leaves a big gap between the right button. Although it does not affect the performance, it affects my mental states by just looking at it. The transition between the left button and the housing is completely smooth. I can move my finger up and down without getting stuck in between. However, the right button sticks out way further. I did not notice, but another user on Reddit mentioned this issue because it is fine on other Model D mice. Outside of CSGO, I usually use my external speakers because I don't want to plug my ears too much, and I noticed the left mouse click is not great. If you listen to the right button, it sounds good regardless of where I click it. But the sound of the left button is very hollow and loud. Here I just click it with my finger, but it sounds even hollower when I hold it. These problems I mentioned may sound nitpicking, but $100 for a mouse is not cheap, and it does not stop here. The last problem was mouse skipping. I don't notice this in-game because things happen very fast, but in desktop, sometimes when I move the mouse, it felt like my PC lagged and the mouse cursor just skipped from one spot to another. It is very random, but I am not the only one who experienced the issue. One positive thing is Glorious Gaming customer support was helpful. After I emailed them about the problems, they got back to me with a tracking number so that I can return the mouse for refund or exchange. Despite liking the mouse, I don't think I would take another chance with Glorious. They used to be the company that I really like, but their quality has gone down while the prices of their products are up. Plus, the Razer DeathAdder V3 Pro has a similar shape like the Moto D Pro. It is 6 grams heavier, but I will give it a try in the meantime. And this is not a group buy product, so exchanging should be a lot easier. And that concluded my review of the Moto D Pro Skyline Gaming Mouse. I have not released any video in the past 6 months because many things happened. After the holiday, I moved from California to Texas. And then things like family, relationship, work have really challenged my mental. Hopefully, things will be better and I will try my best to get back. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.